Every day you recommend things to other people without even thinking about it. Your favourite restaurant, a great book or film, or a fantastic holiday destination. Imagine how popular you'd be if you could recommend these things to people through a reputable company that charged them less. Now what about this? Imagine if every time they ate a meal at that fabulous restaurant or flew to that holiday resort you recommended, you got paid. Impossible? Just keep watching. I'm going to show you a way of doing just that. Recommending something just once and getting paid for it over and over again. But not with books, films or restaurants. No. This is much more exciting, and it's with the backing of a major British PLC company.
Meet the Bradshaw family who live at 34 Acacia Avenue. You know loads of people just like them. Your friends, your neighbours, your work colleagues, your relatives. With their help, I'm going to explain how this works. The Bradshaws are a typical family, and along with millions of other households across the UK, they're having a typical morning. They're using utilities without even thinking about it. That's electricity, gas, internet and phone being used again and again.
Nothing unusual about that. But what if you could show them a way of paying less on all their essential household and business services? Things that they need and use all the time, but at a cheaper price than they're currently paying, with better customer service and the convenience of just one single monthly bill. Wouldn't that be great? And what if you got paid for recommending the Bradshaws to this PLC company and then got paid each and every time any of the services were used? Let's rewind that film. This might surprise you.
Let's pretend the Bradshaws are potential customers for you to recommend. Let's see what that could mean to you. Each time you hear a cash register, that's money in the bank for you. The internet, mobile phone and landline phones will all add to your ongoing monthly commission. And even when they leave for school and work, your commission just keeps on growing. And out of sight is not out of mind. Small and medium businesses all over the country can also save money and add to your commission every month.
Now, imagine this typical morning being repeated all over the UK in millions of homes. And just imagine how much you could be earning if some of the customers have been recommended to the services by you.
I've been a customer for just over a year now. I first heard about the company through a colleague of my husband's. And the thing I like best of all is the fact that I get one monthly bill with all the services on it, and I don't have to faff around with lots of bits of paper and other bills.
I'm a financial planner and I've been a very happy customer for 8 years now, and I've been recommending this to my friends and family, and in particular my clients, because it is a great way for them to save money.
I saved so much money, I was so impressed that I actually became a distributor for the company. It works in really well with my lifestyle. I'm a single mum with 2 small boys, and I'm also a freelance hairdresser. So I can go around recommending the savings people make while I'm on the school playground with the other mums and dads, or while we're by the football pitches watching them play. It's a wonderful business and it works in so well with my lifestyle.
Over the next few minutes, allow me to introduce you to a fantastic opportunity for anyone, whether you're aged 18 or 80. Irrespective of background, education or experience, if you like the idea of earning extra money, if you fancy a new challenge, if you're worried about your pension or redundancy, or you've been hit by the recession, keep watching.
We joined because we were, so at the time Sue was 7 months pregnant, and we were looking for something that we could give us a second income so that Sue could stop at home and not have to go back to work after maternity leave.
I've just found out that my job is under threat of redundancy, and I see this opportunity as a safety net for the future.
It was simply by chance that we got involved in the business. I bumped into an old friend in our local village. He told me about it, but to be honest, initially I was a bit sceptical and said no. But then I decided to do a bit more research, and it looked like a fantastic way of securing my partner's future. So we decided to give it a go, and I'm very glad we did. It's one of the best decisions we've ever made.
As a serving police officer, there are very few things that I can be involved with outside of work, primarily because they have to be not only legal, decent and honest, but they have to be seen to be legal, decent and honest. And this business ticks every box.
Let me tell you about the company behind this amazing opportunity. Telecom Plus, trading as the Utility Warehouse, began operations in 1997 and is a major British PLC. They supply essential services such as gas, electricity, landline and mobile telephones and internet tariffs to homes and small businesses throughout the UK. Unlike other utility companies, they don't advertise. The huge amounts of money this saves, in addition to the unique way of attracting customers through personal word-of-mouth recommendation, allows the company to pass on discounts to all their customers. The Utility Warehouse Discount Club already has hundreds of thousands of customers, people just like the Bradshaws, saving money every day.
The Experience Management team is headed by the Honourable Charles Wiggoder, a well-respected entrepreneur. He explains why he chose not to use conventional advertising.
Word of mouth is much better. People are far more likely to respond to a recommendation from someone they know and trust than to a commercial on TV or a newspaper advert. So it's an excellent way for us to build our customer base. Our business partners can build a very good income with us just by recommending our services to their friends, family and colleagues at work in their spare time. It could be as little as an hour or two a month, or as much as a few hours a day. Each distributor can choose to put in as few or as many hours as they wish. Some even decide to do it full time.
The UK's most respected consumer magazine, Which, has featured the Utility Warehouse at the top of many of their independent surveys. We were voted best for customer satisfaction, best for calls and line rental, best energy supplier in 2008 and best energy supplier again in 2009. And we were given the Which Best Buy Award for the home phone and broadband bundle in 2008 and then again in 2009. We were also named Company of the Year at the prestigious 2009 PLC Awards. At the heart of the business is the award-winning customer services team, where 90% of calls are answered within 15 seconds. Based in the UK, any one of the experienced call centre staff can answer your queries about any of the services.
With every single one of our customers coming to us through a personal recommendation from somebody they know and trust, it's absolutely critical that we deliver top-level customer services. I'm totally committed to ensuring that whenever one of our members of staff speaks to a customer, they do so as though they were one of their own friends or family. I think that's very, very important to the future of the business.
The service is brilliant, the customer service, the people at the other end of the phone are just so polite and helpful, and we enjoy that when we call that there's somebody at the other end, and we pass that on to our customers
and our friends and
family.
Thank you.
So, you've seen how well the company look after their customers, and they do the same for you, with an experienced distributor support team headed by Wayne Coupland.
My team's here to help distributors, old or new, if they want to book on training or one of our other events, order marketing materials, or they've got a query about their business. A simple call or email and we're here to help. The training is very comprehensive. It's run by some of our most experienced distributors and throughout the UK at numerous locations. And you can go back as many times as you like until you feel entirely competent and confident to run your own business.
For me, training is absolutely the jewel in the crown for this company. The standard is of such high quality, it's second to none. And I say that as a training professional because that was my former career.
The training for the company is fantastic. That was one of my main concerns about doing this kind of business. With my background, also I didn't really do very well at school, but this company gives you all the training support you need, which is very important.
Being successful in this business has nothing to do with how many GCSEs or A-levels or even degrees a person has. Anyone can do it. Anyone can be a distributor. And we have many, many people from all walks of life who are running hugely successful businesses.
I was in sales and marketing, prior to that in the Royal Navy.
I owned several franchises for a major fast food chain, and my friend showed me this business and I saw it as a great way of freeing up my time so I could spend more time with my family.
I'm a professional golf player and teacher, and we run a golf shop together.
I've been a policeman for 32 years and I was looking for something to do when I retired.
I'm an airline captain. I fly the Boeing 747 for major British airline.
I'm a single mum, I've got 2 small children, but I can still find time every day to do this business without a problem.
I'm deputy head of a large school in Cardiff.
I did very poorly at school. In fact, I left school as soon as I could.
In fact, I was asked to leave, and I left with 1 CSE in woodwork.
You can decide how much or little you do. You can fit it in around your full-time job and family. You can do what you want, when you want. There are no bosses or people to answer to. Once you've done the work, you continue to get paid a commission every single month based on what your customers are spending. You can even continue to get paid after you've stopped working the business, or if you decide to spend more time living abroad.
We worked really hard for a few years, but now we've got an income that allows us to live in the sun all year round in our beautiful villa in Spain.
And we still get paid every month for work we did in the past, even though we're now abroad and living life at the pace we choose.
Like the royalties that pop stars or writers earn, you'll be getting paid month after month, year after year. We call this residual income. And it continues, even if you decide to take a breather.
Well, I've almost completely given up work now since joining the business. I worked at it very hard for the first 4 years. Then I took time off to travel. I spent nearly 4 months travelling around South America last year. Plan to go back again this year, and I don't have to worry about my income because it keeps coming in every month regardless of whether I'm walking on the beach or travelling around in Peru.
The great thing about it is what I found out last year about this time. It turned out that I had cancer and I had to have a major operation. Unfortunately, I was in hospital for over 3 weeks and I couldn't do any work for 4 months. But what I found about is that I got residual income every month, and the great thing about it, I got pay rises as well every month, and the whole company looks after you. Not only the people you meet while you're doing your business, but the main company head office were very, very good. They looked after my wife, sent her flowers, and loads of letters and cards came.
If you want to add to your income potential, you can introduce other distributors. Yes, people like you who also like the idea of earning more money this year than they did last. You'll then earn a commission on what their customers spend, and if they choose to build a team too. Imagine that. You'll get paid when people that you don't know boil a kettle, fry an egg, switch on a light, or make a phone call.
The best thing about this business has to be the flexibility and having the choice to work with positive, like-minded people, opposed to normal business life when you have to work with the people you're given.
In some respects, you don't actually class it as work, because a lot of people that you meet them, I don't know, in the town, in the deli, in the hairdressers, in the petrol station, and Jimmy just tends to talk to everybody. And to be honest, the last year I've tended to do it myself now. You always think that people wouldn't be interested, but people are, and it's very simple, but if you don't ask them, you don't know.
It just becomes habit, doesn't it?
It does, actually.
It's like your hobby. You just mention it every day. When people say how are you, say great, thanks, and they always wonder why you're so great and they're not. So you tell them.
One of the great things about being involved with this opportunity is you get the chance to help people that are basically in a box. They're being told what to do, how to do it, what time to go to work, when to leave, and most of those people are hardly surviving. One of the fantastic benefits of being involved in this great opportunity is the fact that you can show people a way out. Whether it takes 3, 5 or 10 years, it's a genuine opportunity to get out of the rat race.
Another major benefit of being involved with this company is the tremendous incentives and recognition you receive. One of the great promotions could mean that for a month you'd be driving one of these.
I mean, I've never driven a Boxster before, and I went up and Charles gave us this Boxster, and I said to Charles, look, I'm terrified. He said, don't worry, Dennis. Here are the keys. Do whatever you like. If you prang it as you go out of here, I'm not fussed because it's fully insured.
There's even a scheme in place where you can get one of these. Yours to keep.
It's fantastic. I've never owned a new car in my life, and all you had to achieve was gather a few customers and you hit a level that's in the company that they give you a brand new BMW Mini to keep.
And the great thing about this business is you don't have to be a superstar to qualify for the holidays. Just do a little bit, but regularly. Fantastic luxury holidays that for most people, including myself, are out of reach financially.
There have been hundreds of distributors and their partners who've enjoyed some fantastic free luxury holiday incentives.
This is just unbelievable. What other part-time business
can you get this for free? We're staying in the best hotel in Las Vegas. We've had money, spending money every day, and you know, you have to pinch yourself every single day just to believe this is happening. I'll never ever forget it. Thank you very much to Utility Warehouse.
I had a mega time in Vegas. I want to do it again, please.
I know from personal experience that this business works. I dropped out of university with over £10,000 worth of student debt. The business has allowed me to avoid the rat race and work from home whilst building up a substantial property portfolio before the age of 30 and allow me to concentrate and pursue my main interest as a professional football referee.
This business opportunity has given us the residual income to allow me to take time off work and still get paid to do the charity work that we're both very involved with.
When I started it, we were living in a 3-bedroom semi-detached,
yes,
which was worth 60,000 with a £350 car on the drive. We were spending more than we were earning, as everyone does, and now we live in a £300,000 house in a lovely area of the country. No money worries really. What more can I say? No pension worries, and the future's looking brighter every day. So.
June of this year, I was given retirement from my company, who I worked for 32 years, and the monthly commission which I earn from the business is more than the annual pension I receive from the company that I work for.
Just by doing a couple of hours a week, we've built up a reasonable residual income, which means that some of the bills are actually, our monthly bills are paid now, which is really nice. It's enabled me to learn to do sign language, because I have a brother and sister-in-law that are deaf, and we have deaf friends that are in the business with us, and obviously it's nice to communicate with them.
This is the most wonderful opportunity, and you don't have to be 20 to do it. You can do it when you're over 70, and we've proved it.
It's allowed us to spend more time with the children, more time as a family together. We've bought a share in a yacht in the Greek islands. We've built a property abroad.
Well, it's given us that extra income. That's one thing. And it's enabled us to also dream, dare to dream, basically. You know, when you see other people within the business and what they've managed to achieve, it's encouraging that one day you can achieve the same thing.
The best thing for me about this business is, now that our business has developed over a period of time, is that I don't have any worries about going to the letterbox in the morning and seeing what's come. Because a few years ago, you know, bills would come, just like everybody gets bills, and sometimes, you know, it'd be a worry. Nowadays, you know, we don't have to worry about the mortgage, you know, we don't have to worry about, we have no money worries at all, and that's phenomenal. And because the way our residual income has grown, and it has grown substantially, it doesn't matter whether we do any work or we don't. The money still keeps getting paid into our bank account, and that is absolutely fabulous.
So, you can do it in your own time, it's totally risk-free, and you get all the help and support you need. Just imagine where you could be in 1, 3, 5 or 7 years' time if you make that call now. So, phone the person that gave you this DVD, get your questions answered, and they'll help you get started. And we look forward to meeting you soon.
If you want to know more about the minimal startup fee, about how to get started, commission rates, bonuses and incentives, or any further details, please contact the person who gave you this DVD.